So a couple tricks for growing mushrooms outdoors is putting them in a black bag if you are drilling and inoculating them in the fall going into winter. So here you can see after about 6 months you've got a really good spawn run. You see all the mycelium, the white on here. This was inoculated in November last year, and this is a golden oyster mushroom on a poplar log. So the trick to growing mushrooms on wood is to cut the wood ideally when it's dormant, anytime from leaf fall in the autumn through late winter before sap rise in the spring. So if you're going to do it in the early part of that window, you need ideally to protect your mycelium, your fungi, throughout that first, winter. So a lot of folks that do this professionally will actually do it in a hoop house, and they'll cover it with insulative blankets that also allow breathing to happen. But on a smaller scale, at the home scale, you can just put them inside of a black plastic bag and leave them in your garage or in your closet inside. And it actually holds the perfect amount of moisture for your logs to begin what we call the spawn run. So it's actually a very successful way to get your mushroom logs started. Then when the weather warms up again in the spring, typically April and May, bring your logs outside, pull them out of the bags, and then begin laying them outside in a shady place where water falls on them and you frequently walk by so that you can see when these begin to fruit. So growing mushrooms really is quite easy, but there are a few tricks. There's a chapter in my book, Edible Landscaping with a Permaculture Twist, that goes into how-to details of doing this, also doing what we call totem pole stumps. Really everything you'd want to know about growing mushrooms outdoors in there. So happy fungi fruiting.